In fact, I think we could know something far greater.
Bring the seeker to me.
You won't kill me. Ra wants me alive.
True. But he didn't say in how many pieces. You'll find it difficult to escape without your hands. Witchery is this?
Don't you see, Zedicus? Together we can accomplish anything. Nothing can stop us.
That's precisely the reason why I left you all those years ago. Ultimate power must not go unchecked. You know this as well as I do, Shota. We would become monsters. That's the very reason we must defeat Doc and Rao.
Then there was something else I must show you.
The Guards won't stop running until they reach the People's Palace. And once the story spread of the Calthrop terrorizing the kingdom, they'll think twice about invading again.
What happens when my people learn the truth about the Calthrop? Maybe they don't need to know. You can wear the rod on at night to suppress the curse. But don't you need it? No. My power is part of who I am. I tried to deny it and it only put people in danger. I need to embrace it. Learn to control it. I think I have to do the same. My father was too ashamed to tell his people the truth about himself. And look what it cost him. If he told my mother he was a Calthrop, she never would have left the castle that night. They'd both be alive. Nothing good can come from hiding who I am.
What's wrong?
The Hearts had you. I tried to bring on the Condor, but I couldn't. Even when I needed it most.
You told me it took your whole life to learn how to use your confessor powers. Give it time. Zed.
Have to hurry.
What is it?
Shota showed me a vision. There is another book of counted shadows. Long ago, in secret, an ancient monk transcribed a copy of the book.
If we could get our hands on it, we could defeat Ra.
Did Shota's vision show you where it is?
But there is more to her vision. Soon Ral will also learn of the book's whereabouts. And when he does, he'll send men to retrieve it. The only question is, can we get there first?
I think so.
Those bees were more relentless than the dragon core.
A lot of work for so little honey.
It's not enough for two. You take it.
No. You. I insist.
But you did all the work.
I'll lead to the next tavern we pass. Can't be far.
Which direction are we headed anyway?
East!
East, towards the Daharan border.
Paddock, to be precise. Breakfast, I'm starving. I spoke with a friend in the Resistance while I was getting supplies. It seems King Gregor is facing a new enemy and has requested the Seeker's help.
King Gregor?
His kingdom borders Dahara. He's a strong ally of the Resistance. One of the few leaders brave enough to stand against Arkanral.
Apparently he's done better than that. A friend says the king has driven back the Daharans. They pulled their troops away from the border.
Why does he need our help? What could be a bigger threat than the Daharans?
Paddock border shouldn't be much further.
Stay where you are!
Guards, lower your weapons. Unless I'm mistaken, this is Richard Cypher, the Seeker. I'm Marius, brother of King Gregor. Thank the spirit you received my message.
Came as quickly as we could.
It was a door ender, confessor. It's an honor. This is Flynn, captain of the guard.
Forgive the rude welcome. All our nerves are a little frayed lately.
Will that have anything to do with why you asked us to come?
It's best if you hear that from the king himself.
Thank you for coming so quickly. It pains me to delay you on your mission to defeat Darkenral.
Helping those who stand against Ra is part of that mission.
My kingdom is being terrorized by a vicious beast that's ravaging our countryside. And I need your help to destroy this monster.
Tell me where to find this beast.
You already have. It's me. 5 months ago, the Daharans began amassing troops along this border. From there, Raoul's soldiers launched raids on our farmland, burnt our crops.
With our food stocks dwindling, Raoul knew we couldn't repel a siege. An invasion was imminent.
I had no choice but to seek an alliance with our neighbor, here in Agaden Reach.
The man of that she-devil Shota.
Forgive me, Your Majesty, but why would you seek an alliance with someone as dangerous as Shota?
The witch woman has the ability to see the future. I was hoping she would help us change it. I reminded Shota that our kingdom was all that separated her from Raoul's tightening grip. That if Caddick were overrun, Agaden Reach would soon follow. So I struck a bargain with her. In exchange for my pledge to defend her, she promised to give me the power to protect my kingdom forever.
And how exactly did she do that?
She cursed me. Each night, I would be transformed into a calthrop.
A calthrop?
Awful beast. Haunts the nightmares of all Daharans. The calthrop is one of the few things Daharan children are taught to fear.
Centuries they've frightened each other around campfires with tales of the creature's bloodlust.
For weeks, I ventured close to the Daharan camps. At nightfall, I would become the creature. The few who survived the slaughter fled back to Dahara, spreading stories of the brutal calthrop that stalked the forests around Caddick.
Soon Raoul's forces were too terrified to cross into our kingdom. With morale suffering and his troops stretched thin, Raoul abandoned his attempt to conquer us.
Once the Daharan troops pulled away from our border, I went back to Shota and asked her to remove the curse. I couldn't risk butchering my own people.
But she refused.
And once the calthrop's hunger couldn't be quenched, I had my most loyal men all sworn to secrecy. Chained me in the woods. But the beast broke through the chains and killed them all. I spent half my treasury on purchasing this.
Radahan.
I'd hoped its ability to suppress magic would be enough to overcome Shoda's curse.
I locked the Radahan around my brother's neck. Yet he still transformed and somehow managed to escape from it.
I was too ashamed to have my people know that their king was the calthrop. So now each night I head to the most remote part of the forest, a place called Mulwood Grove. Anyone venturing into the woods after dark rarely makes it out alive. I have no memory of these attacks, but each morning I awake with the taste of blood on my tongue. 3 days ago, I awoke to find the savage remains of my latest victim. The face staring back at me was that of my own wife. I had murdered my beloved queen.
It's not your fault, brother. You are only trying to protect your kingdom.
And now the kingdom must be protected from me. I have tried to end my life. Poison, hanging, a dagger to my heart.
But you can't be killed. Because Shota gave you exactly what you asked for. The power to protect your kingdom forever.
Your Majesty, what makes you think I can help you?
According to legend, the only thing that can kill a calthrop is the sword of truth.
Can't you lift the curse?
Only the one who made it can break it. I'll go to Agaden Reach and try to reason with Shota.
Are you sure? Few who have gone there have ever returned.
I know. I'm one of those few.
And if you fail, what then? I can't bear the thought of killing another innocent person.
While Zed's gone, I'll watch over you and keep you from harming anyone.
How? The monster can break through our strongest chains.
I may have a few tricks, but your blacksmith doesn't.
When the evening bell chimes, I will come and find you, Seeker.
Your Highness, I'm coming with you.
Forgive me, but I have already harmed too many people. I couldn't bear to have the mother confessor to that toll.
Father?
This is Princess Cora, my daughter.
We're honored to have the Seeker here in Caddock. Our people have lived in fear for so long. We're very sorry to hear about your mother, Princess. Just promise me you'll find the horrible beast that murdered my mother. And you'll kill it.
Sure these chains will hold.
Zed's magic has made them unbreakable.
I hope you're right, Sire. Swear to me, if it's a question of my life or yours, you'll kill me.
I swear. But we'll make sure it doesn't come to that.
Much as I enjoy your company, Seeker, you can't watch over me every night.
We just have to do it until Zed can convince Shoda to lift the curse.
I've been expecting you, Zedicus.
And you know why I've come.
I can't imagine it to apologize for scorning me all those years ago.
I was once a foolish young wizard. I never meant to hurt you.
And yet you left, without a word of explanation.
Those words may have been my last.
I showed you our future together. With our combined powers, we could have moved mountains. Our children would have ruled for 1,000 generations. And now look at you, Zedicus. Reduced to crawling back begging me for a favor. Why should I do anything for you?
Not for me. For King Grigor, with whom you share a common enemy. He's beaten back the Dahorans and ensured the safety of his lands and yours. The king killing his own people doesn't benefit you at all. Release him from the curse. Put an end to this pointless bloodshed.
Without the Calthrop, this is what will come to pass. The Dahorans will launch their army. They will seize the castle. Caddock will fall. And my realm will be